Author. Have you heard the name of William Shakespeare? You may say, oh, sir, we are completing our honors, but you are asking that we don't know. Okay, the next question, where William Shakespeare was born? Where William Shakespeare was born? Yeah? Where William Shakespeare was born? Stratford upon Avon. And this is a part of a district of UK. The name of the district is Coventry. Yeah, Coventry is a famous, especially if anybody wants to do automobile engineering. You may go to the Coventry University. That's the famous. And there is a museum, world's largest museum based on the speedy car will be there. And our concern is that not only William Shakespeare was born in Coventry or Stratford on Avon, our writer E.M. Forster, this master's person, was also born in Coventry. And he is famous for his writing of many important writings he has written, especially the novel we will be reading today, that is A Passage to India, and the aspects of the novel, and some other writing, the journeys. So the writers of A Passage to India, the writers of the aspects of the novel, E.M. Forster, was born and brought up in Coventry. Then he completed his education in several schools and colleges, and he completed finally his graduation from King's College under University of Cambridge. His full name is Edward Morgan, not Forrest, Foster. Foster, that's like that. You can omit this one, yeah? Foster. Edward Morgan Foster was born in London, and especially in 1879. Yeah. And a son of an architect, okay? And so he attended a school that's name is Cambridge School, and also he is famous for his writing, especially for the writings of novels. And he studied and graduated from King's College, Cambridge. Cambridge is a university. Several colleges are there under Cambridge University, nearly 37 colleges. One of the important colleges, that is the King's College. You can't consider that it's a college, it's a university, yeah? So he completed his graduation from Cambridge University. And after the graduation, he actually moved and started writing the short stories. He formed to write short stories, and you know that if you cross England or London, the nearby country is Italy, yeah. And that country he visited. He lived for a time in Italy, and then his early novels he wrote. When he was born? Good. You have a good memory. And his first novel, Where Angels Fear to Tread, that was published in 1905. At the time, Edward Morgan was what was his age? You are very weak in mathematics. When he was born? 18? I have also forgotten. Check. 1879. So in the age of 1905, what will be Edward Morgan's age? Okay, so at the age of 26, Edward Morgan Foster wrote his first novel, Where Angels Fear to Tread, that was published in 1905. And next, A Room with a View, that was also published in 1908, and another novel, and that is the longest John Lee, that was 1907. So he is a novelist, a modern novelist. And in most mature work to date was to appear in 1910. That is the publication of Howard's End. Howard's End. So the first three novels, that means Where Angels Fear to Tread and The Longest Journey, these are the immature novels, and the mature novels can be considered. That was published in 1910. That is the Howard's End. In 1911, he went to India with G. Lois Dickinson and his mentor at King's College. And at the time, this is the age, that is 1911, that is the starting point of the First World War. Okay, and at the time he visited India, and especially Edward Morgan Foster was involved in the civilian soldier in the First World War, especially in Alexandria or Chandria. That means our writer was not only a novelist, he was a civil soldier as well. He took part in the First World War in Alexandria. And he returned to London, and the war as a journalist. After the war, he started working as a journalist. Why everybody is putting their hands on cheek? Are they angry, or are they hungry? If anybody is hungry, he will be angry. So if you put your hands on your cheek, you are both angry and hungry. Which one you want to choose? Okay, so after the First World War, Edward Morgan Foster returned London and started working as a journalist. Okay, 1921, he again went to India and to work as a secretary to the Maharaja of Dewas State Senior. This is the second time visit to India of our writer Edward Morgan Foster. Okay, and then he began to write on this novel that we are going to read in this course, that is A Passage to India. An important novel, especially Edward Morgan Foster is famous for writing based on the theme of human relationship. And our novel is a good one, as an important one. Among many of his novels, this novel, A Passage to India, is an important one. That means he started to writing this novel, A Passage to India, during the second visit of our writer Edward Morgan Foster to India. And this book was published in 1924. So the Passage to India, that was published in 1924. And this was his last, and it is considered that magnus opus, and it owned for the author the Familia via Liarezu. What does it mean? And the James Strait Black Memorial Prize. Oh, it's the name of a prize in 1925. And when Edward Morgan got a Nobel Prize in Literature? No, not yet. Actually, unfortunately, our writer got promotion. It's nearly 17 times. His name is the nominee list of the Nobel Prize, but unfortunate for our writer and unfortunate for us as well, that means he was not awarded Nobel Prize, but nearly 17 times his name was included as a nominee of Nobel Prize in Literature. And next time, aspects of the novel. It's not a novel. What will be the characteristics of the novel? What will be the character of the novel? Based on this criteria, how a novel should be written, that is a book. That means a book about the characteristics of. It's not in the text, yeah. And aspects of the novel. The lectures were published in book from the same year. Actually, aspects of the novel is a book. What will be the character of the novel? Who will be the protagonist? Who will be the antagonist? And what will be the setting and some other elements. Especially for the drama, drama will be written on a fixed pattern. In such a way, novel should be written on a fixed pattern. Aspects of the novel should be written how a novel should be written. The rules and regulations will be included in a lecture given by U.D.M. Foster. And the lecture was given in Trinity College, Cambridge. And that lecture was combined, and that is a book written by Edward Morgan Foster. That is the aspect of novel. And also in 1927, he became a fellow of Cambridge University. Okay, and next time in 1928, a collection of short stories, especially Foster started writing short stories, but the first three was his famous novel, that was Immaculate Marriage. And next time the last novel, A Passage to India, that was published in 1921, that was the last novel, and that was an important novel. 24, pardon me. And also, then he wrote an essay, that is a collection of lecture that was published in 19, and the name of that aspects of novel. And then again in 1928 he wrote a collection of short stories, and the name of it is The Eternal Moment. And Avinder Harvest in 1936 is also a collection of reprint of the reviews and articles. So this is about our writer, and at the time of the Second World War, that started in 1939. 1939, is it? Yes. He broadcast many essays over the BBC. Actually, after the First World War, our writer, Edward Morgan Foster, started working as a civilian soldier, and returning from the First World War, he started working as a journalist. And next time, after the Second World War, he broadcast many news on BBC. Okay, so our writer is a famous writer. He is a famous novelist, and especially for the writing of Passage to India. He was born in Coventry and graduated from Cambridge College, and he took part in the First World War and started working as a journalist. He had a good hand. That means he wrote novels, short stories, and essays, and several collections of articles and critics. Okay, so that is our. In 1946, Foster moved to King's College. We will not be reading that. Okay, and our writer Edward Morgan Foster died in June 7, 1970. That is in short, the biography of our. Okay, now quick. Where Edward Morgan was born? In which year he was born? When his first novel was published? When A Passage to India was published? What is the main theme of Edward Morgan Foster's novel? Especially, Edward Morgan Foster wrote based on the human relationship, and the novel A Passage to India will prove that whether he has written based on the human relationship or not. Okay, so we have to wait for that. That is what he